Alright, so today we're going to be proposing Proposition 19, which is the legalization of marijuana, and towards adults with proper identification. So, introducing the proposition. Legalizing marijuana has become a major and controversial issue among politicians and society in the 21st century. Proposition 19, also known as the Regulate, Control, and Tax Cannabis Act of 2010, is a ballot proposition that will permit local governments to regulate and tax commercial production, distribution, and sale of marijuana. If passed, Proposition 19 will only be legalized in the state of California, but it will still remain illegal under federal law via the Controlled Substances Act. The proposition was introduced and qualified in March 2010 for voters statewide to vote either yes or no this coming November election. Although there may be, going on the pro side, to start off, the government produced biased results that degrade marijuana. According to Brian Julin, who wrote Cannabis Health, due to the efforts of various federal agencies to discourage use of marijuana back in the 1970s, the government conducted several biased studies designed to return results that would equate marijuana smoking with tobacco smoking, or make it seem even worse. So, mainly the reason that it is illegal is due to, under the Federal Controlled Substances Act of 1970, cannabis is classified as a Schedule I substance. And what that is are substances defined as having no accepted medical use in the U.S. and basically high potential for abuse. So by regulating abuse, and also the fact that there is no exclusive link between marijuana and any of the health issues, there isn't a problem with legalization. In terms of being constitutional, outlawing marijuana is unconstitutional. Prohibiting marijuana is no doubt an unwarranted intrusion of government into personal freedom, merely on the pretext that the intake of marijuana is morally wrong. The government can't just say that it's illegal, because that would intrude into the freedom of the people. So getting into more pro effects that legalizing marijuana would have, it would definitely decrease profits of the violent criminals. Russ Belville, an advocate of the National Organization for the Reparation of Marijuana Laws, states that providing California's adults a legal way to grow or buy their own marijuana means that violent drug gangs lose most of their customers. So Prop 19 brings the dangerous underground marijuana market into a safe, regulated, inspected, and taxed legal market. Okay, so with its effects to law enforcement, it'll take police officers off the marijuana beat, making streets safer. So by passing Prop 19, we will eliminate the profitability of the legal market and diminish power of underground criminals. Police will no longer have to spend countless hours arresting, detaining, and prosecuting people for minor nonviolent marijuana crimes, and that'll allow them to move on to more violent crimes. Another way that it will help prioritize law enforcement is that Prop 19 alleviates much of the law enforcement cost problems while maintaining the current laws against irresponsible use of marijuana, such as driving under the influence and giving marijuana to kids. Prop 19 focuses police priorities away from adults who enjoy marijuana responsibly and onto real crime. And by allowing it to be legal, it'll kind of help the trust issues that some people have. Say something happens in their neighborhood and they want to talk about it, but they're in fear of talking about it because they might smell like marijuana or something around those lines, or they might have something to do with marijuana. And so just by thinking that, they wouldn't speak up just in fear of either getting a ticket or even being arrested. So it would help cops or help police officers to do their job, do their duty by easily questioning witnesses. Also, the proposition would enforce illegal growing operations. The illegal growing operation caused human disruption in the least accessible of lands and most fragile of ecosystems. Not to mention that there is no control over how they fertilize the ground and how they use pesticides that destroy it. Proposition 19 will make such illegal growing operations impractical and unprofitable, protecting endangered species of plants in California. It will also enforce unauthorized vending. Russ Belville, again, an advocate of the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, states that what makes marijuana so easy for teens to buy is that they can all find it in their high school. One of the million teens nationally who are dealing it. Prop 19 will eliminate the huge profit and reach that entices young people to sell marijuana.